So I had this thought today as I was using my imagination earlier, and the thought surrounded the power of visualization, which is a practice that I've been trying to do every single day, where you're really trying to tap into what you want in life, building the intensity of what you want through thinking about how it would feel, how it would look, what you would do, all the little tiny little things that would go into accomplishing whatever it is that you want through your imagination. And it's been a beautiful experience, just like really getting to know what I want, the details. It's almost like you're creating a painting and you have no idea what you're actually going to create in the beginning. And by the end, you're like, wow, look at all these cool little details that I managed to find a place for. And ultimately, you just get connected more to yourself and more to the intensity and the enjoyment of pursuing your dreams. And the topic of today is actually going to be a little bit more adult, maybe. And so if this isn't something you want to listen to, please feel free to pause the video. But what my thought is that the imagination isn't just simply a tool for manifestation or thinking about what you want. It's actually got very strong physiological connections to the body with chemicals and hormones that ultimately make you feel more alive, more awake, more invigorated. And I think this especially pertains to sexual stimulation. And I know that for a fact that a lot of guys have definitely experimented, if not, gone full-blown addicted to pornography at some point in their life. But I definitely have experienced a stark difference between, an orgasm with pornography exclusively and an orgasm with just using my imagination exclusively. I think that pornography, in some ways, your brain just gets a little bit addicted to the search for it, the novelty of finding a new video, looking for that ultimate, ideal, screenshot or whatever you're trying to find. And it becomes it turns sex into this search for this ideal image, right? Whereas the imagination, using your imagination to visualize a sexual experience, to imagine the ultimate turn on, the ultimate partner, the ultimate sex position, whatever it is actually stimulating your brain to connect more with what it wants, to connect more with your actual innate need to reproduce and to feel pleasure and to be sexual. And I think that it's important to understand that when we do tap into those natural methods of reproduction, the feelings of being sexual and, being comfortable in those situations, our bodies respond chemically. And I think there would be a lot of validity to the hypothesis that it would actually increase or at least normalize the levels of testosterone, and especially for people with erectile dysfunction or some other kind of issues with sex, whether it be confidence or just low libido, and would maybe reprogram the brain in order to re-envision, to sort of re-inoculate the brain with a new perspective on sex and how it feels and what you want from it. Whereas pornography is very limiting in that sense, and may be a good supplement to stimulate the imagination, to then encourage the imagination to go off on its own.
Maybe a good supplement. Check it out.
Siri's getting crazy. But I think it can definitely prevent the brain from tapping into its own innate sexual drive. And so my thoughts today are that using visualization, using your imagination, training your brain to really tap into experiences in your mind can not only enhance your connection with yourself, but can also stimulate physiological responses that might make your life feel a lot better, just give you more energy, more vitality, more excitement, especially in a sexual way. And I think it's important to experiment and to maybe give it, maybe a month or two of full on just trying to develop that skill and to see how the differences feel for you. I'm not necessarily demonizing pornography by any means. I think it definitely plays a role in a lot of people's lives. But I think there is definitely some physiological, some psychological, some spiritual benefits to using the imagination in order to masturbate and to orgasm and to experience sexual things aside from using pornography exclusively. So that's my thought today.